No, no. Ooh, 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 ooh. Do, 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 ooh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do, do, do. Oh, whoops. Oh, yeah, I hit it. That is definitely not it. I'm gonna just add this to the dictionary. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's your boy, the Insane Game Freak. Whoa, it's your boy, the Insane Game Freak. Whoa, it's your boy, the Insane Game Streaming Schizomanic. Back in the building cause I'm feeling pristine. Feeling so hard, but I'm looking too clean. Girls don't know they can't fuck with me. Everybody knows I am the real J. It's your boy, the Insane Game Freak. It's your boy, it's the Insane Game Freak. Hey, it's your boy, the Insane Game Freak. 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 It's your boy, make some noise. It's your boy, the Insane Game Freak. It's What's up, Francesca? Happy almost New Year. It is currently 5 p.m., 5:13 where I'm at currently. We have, 7 more hours? Yeah, 7. 7 more hours here. And then we'll be in full 2026 mode. What's up, Richie? I was told this was a yapping stream, so to make with the talk, mister. Okay, first off, don't threaten me, Richie, okay? I'm trying to work up some courage. I'm also giving people time to trickle into the call, all right? Listen, it's technically, I think some people still had to work, although this should be a day everyone was kind of closing early if they were open at all. So I would like to think not as many people are here, but it is what it is. I love your channel. Keep up the awesome videos. Thank you, Francesca. Francesca, I remember you were a ride or die. You're the one who always asks me about Pokemon videos. So don't worry. I recognize you're not day one, but you definitely are, like, you've been here for a while. So always love the support and the respect. I appreciate it, guys. Now, realistically, for those who don't know, on the main channel, I essentially already made this, but in a short form video, essentially. So if you don't want to sit here and meander for 2 hours or so, go watch it on the main channel, the Insane Game Freak channel, where it essentially covers everything. All I'm really gonna do is talk about that stuff with a lot more BS in between. Okay, that's just how it is. First thing I want to start off with, and I'll probably repeat it throughout the course of the stream anyway, is thank you so much for the support, guys. I think for this channel specifically, considering this channel essentially was dead at the beginning of this year, it is a huge accomplishment, I feel like, to get it to the point where it is now. Now that we have now that we went from a channel that was not touched, like I hadn't touched Schizomanic. I don't even remember what was the video before this. I think it had been over a year since I did anything on this channel. Let me go check real quick just to see. What was the last video before the ones in 2025? If I had to be honest with myself, I'm gonna have to jump up a couple pages here, but because I uploaded a lot this year, like a lot. This is very much a grindy year for me. Oh no, yeah, it's gonna take me a minute, huh? I wish you could jump to pages on YouTube and wait, hold on. Let's see if we can fix this. Put 50 a page. Boom. Okay, December 2024. That was when I started uploading stuff in December 2024. But before that, I hadn't uploaded anything on this channel since 2022. So this channel had literally no real content on it for freaking, realistically, about 3 years before the beginning of this year. Or I guess late last year. Also, what's up, Orion? What's up, Mel? Let's see. I'm pretty sure it was the Anti-Poke trash video where you roasted the fuck out of the Anti-Poke weaves. I'm glad you're enjoying the Pokemon Legends, Mel. I know a lot of people aren't, but I'm glad there are people who are enjoying that game. But this channel pretty much was dormant for 3 years, and I said, fuck it, we gotta get back in. I wanted to try it. There is no, I had to have a girlfriend who was white for that to even work. Revolver, relax. Relax, okay? Relax, chill out. We ain't gotta do all this. But this channel went from not being touched for almost 3 years to now being repartnered, live streaming, Safe Haven. And I would like to ask for those in the chat how the experience has been for you guys. Because for the most part, I'm pretty happy with what I was able to accomplish and the support I got from you guys involving this transition. But let me know, how have you enjoyed the YouTube experience? Oh, hey, I was in your No More Heroes 1 stream premiere. Yeah. I don't think people seriously. I think you mean you don't take people seriously who don't like Legends. Yeah, I think that's what you meant to say. Do you miss Ash and his Pikachu from the anime? Not really. I think it was time to move on. Glad you're enjoying Digimon, Lightning. But yeah, we went from a channel that was pretty much dead to essentially getting repartnered back into like a strong live stream standing in the course of a year. Realistically, I did it technically in a little bit over 6 months. I think it was by July we were back in like full grinding. And I'm very proud of myself, but I'm also very thankful for you guys, because realistically, a lot of you didn't even have to shift over. And I know some of you actually still prefer Twitch as a streaming platform. So I'm very appreciative for the I'm very appreciative for the support going into this, because this could have easily gone left. This could have easily burned and went like, nah, bro, I ain't switching shit. And it could have failed. And you guys were extremely supportive. I always got my main squad who shows up in calls. You got to give special shout outs to, I would say there's 2 tiers. There's the financial support, which I would give to like Lightning, Revolver, Sorasan. Those are like my main like financial supporters. And I appreciate it, y'all, because y'all be going in for your boy. And I just appreciate that support. I'll actually mention my current channel members right now anyway. I know Revolver, Sorasan, and Lightning are the 3 I see the most consistently, but I do want to give my other members some shout outs. Daniel currently, Robo the Pirate. I think some of these might be from, I think it's Lightning, Daniel Pearson. Wow, Daniel Pearson. I know that's some crazy stuff. Robo the Pirate and then Sorasan are the main supporters currently. With Lightning and Sorasan being the higher tiered supporters. So I appreciate you specifically for being ride or die. I very much appreciate it, because y'all ain't got to do all that. I agree with Lightning. I prefer the YouTube streams over the Twitch streams. Well, I'm glad. That was the whole point, because now you guys don't have to wait for when I finish a stream and hope you catch it in the next 3 weeks. Otherwise it disappears. But then we also got our ride or dies in the calls, like Apex, Donnie, Orion, Honorable Senpai. Those are like the 4 that always rotate in. But we also got some other squad leaders. I'm trying to go through the list a little bit. Oh, that's right. I'm on stream mode. It doesn't give me the whole freaking name. You fucking villains. Obviously, I got my Poke crew. So of course you got Richie, KG, Tyrone, Nessa, TSS. I don't go through those guys because we've just been cool in general. But yeah, like give support and trade. Fucking let's see. I'm going through the list of people I know. Neo Swordsman Z, Red Dragon, Super Soldier, Fox, Ursa Ringer, who's always been. These are guys who've just been around, even if they're not in call. Aqua Sakura, Goki, fucking. Let's see. I already said Donnie, Gillian Stash, because he's also a ride or die. Jay Spinner. It's been a minute, but hey, I recognize the name. Let's see. I'm scrolling through the list, making sure I'm not missing anyone. Studio, obviously. All you guys have been massive supporters, and I'm probably Twin Daggers. MX Boom. Is it M87? It's M876 Boom, I believe is the actual full name. But yeah, I mainly give back because I couldn't donate in the past and I missed a lot of streams back in the day. Revolve, that's all good because at the end of the day, this is literally a form of entertainment. There is no obligation to do any of the stuff you guys do. Literally, there is no obligation for any of you to go in as much as you do with the support like our members currently, like Lightning and Robo right now, who friggin' support that way. I know I forgot Jazzy. I know I forgot somebody. Listen, there's a lot of people. Plus, you guys don't necessarily have the same names between Twitch, YouTube, and Discord, okay? I had to catch them, all right? Some of y'all correlate. There will be more societal discussions. Don't worry, Francesca. But, I just want to give out those things specifically because, and if I missed you, it's not because I missed you. It's just a lot, bro. But yeah, man, I gotta give out love and support as much as I can because without you guys, this channel doesn't stand. My main channel or this channel. At the end of the day, you got the people who come in and watch a video and leave, and then you have the people who come and join the community, talk shit, join the Discord and all that other stuff, bro. I will always appreciate that, guys, because you ain't got to do it. I think a lot of people. One of the things I wanted to maintain that, like, one of the things I like to do for on my free time is watch videos of like older YouTubers fucking up their careers on YouTube. And one of the key things I do from that is mainly to remind myself of things not to do. Right. One of the things, like for example, I was watching Review Tech's like downfall video. And one of the things I think he forgot is that at the end of the day, Review Tech didn't realize that he was just doing basic shit. And at the end of the day, that's all I'm doing. I'm literally sitting in front of a camera with a PlayStation or a fucking Nintendo Switch playing games and talking shit. This is not even unique. This isn't anything special. You guys fuck with it, and I'm very thankful for you fucking with it because you have no obligation to fuck with it. But you do, so I try to give out my love and support in that way. But yeah, and like I said, I'll probably casually bring that up throughout the stream for those who may be popping in later on. But I wanted to start with that because I do think it's important that you guys recognize you are the reason why things have gone well for me this year in terms of the streaming side. Because let's be real here, this shit don't make money, but it makes money, bro. Like, what I mean by that is I gotta pay for like fucking the editing software I use, Photoshop and Adobe's bitch ass, because they don't, let you just buy outright programs anymore. And then just the other stuff I try to do between the editing and all this stuff, like all these, like I'm real with you, that none of this shit has like paid for itself. Well, maybe. I'll say recent years it hasn't paid for itself. But the point is, I just appreciate you guys. What's up, Donnie? I just appreciate you guys. I don't want to be sappy for the whole time. But yeah, I very much appreciate everything you guys do. Donnie editing videos, actually, and just to give him a shout out since he's here. Donnie's been editing videos for the last couple of years for me, indirectly, directly, doing layouts and shit. Some of this shit he doesn't have to do. He don't have to do any of this shit. So I always want to give my love and support for those who put in the support of me, especially when all this shit for y'all is optional. All this shit is optional for y'all. But I appreciate it either way. With that being said, let's talk about this year. I did go back and watch my last year's stream, which was mostly recovery from the hurricane stuff. For Dragon, no. Do you plan on streaming Persona 4 Revival? I'm very conflicted about it, Revolver, because on one hand, I'm definitely playing the game. On the other hand, it's going to take a while, boys. And I don't know if y'all want to sit through a game that I technically played at this point 4 years ago. I think it was 2021 when I did P4. I'm definitely going to get the game. Don't get it twisted. I haven't decided if it's going to be a stream game. It kind of just depends on what's going on during that time. Remember, we only have a teaser of that game. We have no idea that game is even coming out like next year. It's probably not coming out for like another 2 years. I'm thinking at least. So more than likely, ask me in 2027, at the end of 2026, if it shows up for 2027 in Viniverse. Yeah, I was like, we got time. I'll buy it day one and watch it if you stream it. Bro, it's P4. We there regardless. I know. I already know what's up. I know what's up. It's definitely getting played. Don't get it twisted. It's definitely getting played. But just to talk about this year, otherwise, I think the YouTube switch over was a success. So I'm not going to dwell on that too much. I think my biggest failing between both of the channels was my shorts output. My shorts especially on the main channel, I think the main channel is a bigger failing than this channel. I think I very much grinded as hell, like hard, to get this channel up, that my main channel just fucking fell by the wayside. It was no disrespect to it. I just wanted this to do well. And it took me 6 to 7 months, and we're getting there, but man, that main channel fell off. So for those who didn't see the update video, just to reiterate some things, the main channel is going to get more content going into next year, because I think I'm going to stop worrying about shit I used to worry about back then. One of the big things I used to worry about a lot was edited content, and I think the edited content that I've done, and Donnie's helped me edit some videos and get that stuff situated. All that stuff is cool. Problem is, it's not like consistent, and unfortunately YouTube is very big on like consistent videos. Now for this channel has content for days. I think it was rare for this channel to not have anything going on, bro. It was rare for this channel to not have anything going on. So next year, I already said it, in January, when the new anime season starts, we will be kicking out more anime episode reviews. I'm probably going to do maybe 1 or 2 shows, because I got to get back into the groove of fitting it into the schedule of me doing my normal stuff on top of doing episode reviews. Those will not be highly edited, but it's not like you come to me for high tier quality content anyway. I improve the stuff I can improve, but I'm not out here with a fucking HD 60 FPS camera. It's kind of hard to do this and that while this not being my main job. That's just reality about it. Since we talking about channels, can we honor the ones that are no longer with us? RIP Terrell Game Vlogs. Okay, first off, Terrell Game Vlogs is not dead. I actually still have access to the channel and can upload anytime. I just don't see anything I need to upload right now. All right, I need to get both of the main channels back into standing order. This channel is pretty good and strong right now. The main channel needs to get back on some shit. And then once I do that and I get used to that particularly, getting to that particular grind. Oh, Nero, it's been a minute, Nero. Damn, it's been a minute, it feels like, since I've seen you, bro. That's also how you know if someone's like rocked with you from the beginning, because barely anyone calls me Game Manic. The only people who call me Game Manic are the people who've been here since like 2011 and back. Like you've been here either 09, 10 or 11. Those 3 years, that's how I know you were really day ones, because shit. Let's see. Pray for me to succeed in math. You got it. You got it soon. LL soon? Or is it I soon? I'll just say soon. Hold on. What's the focus of all 3 channels? The vlogs was a channel that was mainly just due for me to put up absolute BS. I would just post shit, whatever I felt like it. The problem is that channel kind of devolved into something else, because I'm be real with you, I've gone through a lot of back and forth over the years with these channels, where I wanted to do anime reviews, then manga chapter reviews, then episode reviews, Then I was like, oh, I'm gonna do gaming content, then I'm gonna do anime content, and it kept going back and forth. The original plan for Schizomaniac, if you all remember, was to be like, Schizomaniac was supposed to be the anime channel. That's what this channel was originally for. That's why if you look at a lot of my old stuff on this channel, it was anime stuff. That was the original plan. And that kind of burned itself because it wasn't really worth doing it. And I shouldn't have done it anyway. It was me trying to change what YouTube's changing landscape. And it was just, ugh. Do you feel like streaming prevents doing more videos? Kinda. Yeah, Game Manic is the original channel. Yeah, I had my sister in some videos. That's because we were living together, and also, well, I was still in my mom's place, so we were together a lot. What's up, DJ? Damn, DJ? God, DJ's in a minute. What's up with all my squad members showing up? DJ's another OG. I recognize him immediately. Yeah, I stopped doing the big 3 reviews. That was actually the reason why the Insane Game Freak originally blew up, besides Pokemon Best Wishes, was because of the Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach chapter reviews. And I said, I gotta stop that. And although for me it was better, you looked at people in the era who shifted, and either they fell off completely and died, or they became big YouTubers. Like King of Lightning now is like a well-known dude. And I knew him back when he was just starting out with the chapter reviews, but he very much stuck to his grind in that situation. No disrespect at all. They show up when you least expect it. I know, I'm surprised, bro. I'm glad, but yeah. So it's just times. There are certain decisions I made that may have been better or worse, depending on the situation. But it's all good. I don't regret anything that's happened. I was extremely lucky for some of that stuff. One Piece was the only one that's still going, exactly, which worked out for King of Lightning because I think One Piece was his main thing. But yeah, hey, what's up, Super Soldier? Let's go, bro. Long listener, first time chatter. Been following the societal discussion vids. Yeah, those are. I guess that's. Oh no, it definitely is. I thought he was going to school for engineering or something. No, I think he very much turned it into a career. What do you prefer, Xbox or PlayStation? Of the two, PlayStation. The main ones that survived and flourished were Tekken, King of Lightning, and Forever World. Yeah, agreed. And I was around before any of those guys, but I knew, well, maybe not Tekken. I think Tekken was around for a while. But Tekken definitely, I had to be around before Tekken because Tekken mentions me and me being his inspiration. But me and Tekken never really talked. I talked to Forever World and King of Lightning. But that was different, though. But no, yeah, 2026, baby. Also, thank you for the viewers, guys. I appreciate the support. But yeah, some people who make this, that's the thing. This isn't my main job. That's the other thing. So like the way I handle it is a lot different than the way, like I think this became like for Neverworlds and King of Lightning's actual job. And I think even to Tekken it might be his main job. I'm not 100% sure. But the point I'm making is it's just different. Yeah, I still watch One Piece, Francesca. Didn't you guys come around the same time? It was pretty close. We were pretty close. We're pretty close. I know I was before for Neverworld, and I know I was before King of Lightning. Tekken might have been closer, because I came around in 2009, although most of you probably didn't see me until like 2010, 2011. That's when I think a lot of people came to me, especially 2011. Sword 7 Mage was still making content. Yeah, the Sword 7 Mage was very much one. Yeah, Tekken. Yeah, see, yeah. People made this their job. This isn't my job. So unfortunately, the grind you see from me is a little bit different because it's not my main job. And besides, I don't really get enough views for it to be my main job, guys. The game you would have to play to make this your main job made more sense for them because their channels blew the fuck up. They grinded that one thing and people knew to come. That's why people know Tekken is the Bleach guy. If it wasn't, I know his name, but I'm trying to go off of his. What was it? Elite Ace. It was Elite Ace and Tekken were the Bleach guys. If you wanted Bleach, you went to Tekken or Elite Ace. Those were the two. And Elite Ace was kind of in and out too, but Tekken became the Bleach guy. I don't know any other Bleach YouTuber who was hitting like he was, okay? Hey, what's up, Clock Dick? Hey, thank you, bro. I want to see more videos from you. I know you said you were working on some stuff, so I'm looking forward to seeing some more Clocked It videos. I think I saw you early 07, 08. The back when old YouTube videos, so like, oh, that means you saw me like my first year then, Revolver. You saw me when I was just doing rant videos in my mom's like computer room. That's what you saw, bro. Oh, James Hansen is. I only knew of James Hansen because of Chris, a Neo Game Spark. That's how I knew about James Hansen. And then I found out that they had their own little falling out and went, all right, we're going to leave that alone. But the guy I mainly knew was Tekking. Tekking was the Bleach guy for me. Naruto probably would have been Sawyer 7 for a while, even though he wasn't the only Naruto one. Do you support our current president? Yeah, I voted for Trump. We're not going to go too deep into that. I first discovered your channel around 2009, 2010. Yeah, that makes more sense to me. The funny part about Ace is that I discovered his channel because of you. You liked the video he made about phone 999. Oh yeah, bro. Actually, it's funny. I have Elite Ace still on my like Facebook friends, and I think I follow him on Instagram. So I know my man is living life and enjoying himself, bro. Neo GameSpark is weird because Neo GameSpark, he's another one I'm still cool with on social media and stuff. He was one of those dudes that could get views regardless of what he put out. He had gotten to the point where he just had that kind of fan base. So that's why it didn't really matter what he focused on. He just did a little bit of everything. Oh, I know who the Naruto guy was. If it wasn't Sawyer, it probably was Naruto Rasengan D. Kumon 2? Isn't that Neo's old channel? The phone, I forgot about him. He was funny. Does he still make videos? I think the last time I checked, he hadn't made a video in like over a year, I think. It's been like, and I think the difference with Phone though is that Phone's videos, if you go check them, Phone's videos look exactly the same way they did back in 2009. Phone's videos have literally not changed in any way, shape, or form. But me and Phone stopped talking over a decade ago. I barely talked to anyone from that era much other than the ones who still show up. Like Jay, I still talk to him casually. Studio, casually. But yeah, like the main like King of Lightning I haven't talked to in over a decade. It depends on what you came in here for, bro. It just depends on what you jumped in here for. Oh, he definitely made his bread off that one. Yeah, Francesca, I figured you were. I gotta remember, Pokemon was like a big reason why I got so much, bro. I'm so happy that you still put out Gary content after all these years. Definitely good to see. Hey, listen, part of it, I have no idea Cyclops. I haven't heard of him in a while. Probably over a decade as well, bro. Who was the Naruto fanboy that turned into the Fairy Tail fanboy? Oh, Wana. Oh, you Wana Sasuke. Sasuke was a whole problem. What is this? Oh. Thank you, Donnie. Appreciate it, Donnie. Yeah, Wana Sasuke. Do you still talk to King of Lightning or any of the Cloud? The only Cloud Village people you could call, I talk to Z sometimes. I talked to Studio. I think it was really just Studio Z, J-Man. I think that's it. Like Uber Blackman is married. He and with kids. He's so is Z, but Z's living his but Z and me will still talk occasionally. You gotta realize I've been doing this stuff since 2009. It's been like we're coming up on almost 20 years at this point. J-Man still does content. J-Man still puts up videos. Thank you to the 27. Yeah, appreciate it, guys. Old Crumb Side anime manga YouTube was beyond ghetto. It was ghetto as hell. And there was a lot of toxicity back then that some of you guys never knew about because it never got too public, but some of it became very public. And I just kind of, and pardon me, oh yeah, Sloan. Oh God, Sloan. I forgot about Sloan. It's been a while. I've been through a lot, y'all. Y'all don't understand. I was here when that boom happened in the 2010s and people were like, damn, we can make some money at this stuff. That's why I've always, as much as the Pokemon videos are very old and cringe and really, really ghetto, I very much am appreciative of that. Yeah, I remember Double Four. I'm very appreciative of those videos because those videos helped me out a lot in terms of getting my foot in the door and making a name for myself. And I ended up getting involved in the Poke community, or even, maybe even inadvertently creating it to a lesser extent on YouTube because of those videos. A lot of anti-Poke people still today tell me, oh man, it's because of your best wishes reviews that I got inspired to even do content in the first day. Oh, Beat Up is cool. Yeah, we still talk. It's not like frequently, y'all. Like, it's like every once in a while. But still, I appreciate the support. All you guys gave me for different reasons. But that's just me. Oh yeah, I probably should have. I did like a goal thing, but you can't. Can I extend this? Yeah. Oh well. I'll just let it crash and burn. It's all good. Who else remembers the sustaining? Oh yeah, Michelle's videos. I remember those, dude. Oh yeah, them racist dudes in my Pokemon videos. Even though I went out, for those who don't know, half of the reason why I went out of my way to put like review in the title was because everyone kept thinking, oh, this is just the episode, and that's why I got so many. That's why a lot of those old Pokemon Best Wishes reviews have downvotes, because people kept thinking they were the episodes. And I was like, well, if I put review as the first thing in the title, there's no way. And then I realized my videos are technically being targeted towards kids who don't care. They're just looking at a picture of Ash and going, that's the episode. And then they see me and they be like, N-word, and then that'd be it. If a big channel told me I inspired them, I would want to collab as soon as possible. You know, it's not, to me, it's not even about that. It's just, hey, look, I'm just thankful for the, for the support. That's the way I look at it as. I'm just faithful for the support. I don't know my grandparents much, so very much my parents, Francesca. This went through like a weird YouTube thing. That's not what I was going for. What was I gonna say? I got completely distracted. I've been consistently watching YouTube since the late 2009. Made my first video in May 2010, and after I graduated from high school, I made my channel in 2011. Yeah, I'm pretty sure DJ, you are probably around the same age as me. No cap, I might have gotten racist towards you, and I'm black too. Shut up, Revolver. But no, seriously, it's what you're talking about. Oh Lord, chill. I'll think about that, Francesca. I'm not sure yet. So the main thing for the main channel is anime reviews are coming back. Those are going to be episode reviews. That's nothing too crazy. That I haven't figured out which shows I'm going to try to start this season. You'll find out when I find out, when the video goes up. Yeah, I think DJ, you're around the same age as me because I'm 34. So yeah. You're probably around the same age as me. Either that or we're like a year apart. Yeah, that means, I'm a year older than you because I was in 91. I was born in 91. But yeah, so the main channel will get that. It'll get me doing more off the cuff stuff. Me just talking about life in society. Societal nostalgia rushes are not hard videos in the context of recording. They're hard videos for me to like lock in on. Because the big thing about my channel that a lot of people liked and also hated, and it kind of hurt because of how YouTube handled things, I was very much a person who just did everything. Revolver, you got me by 2 years. I was a person who did everything. You saw anime reviews from me, you saw nostalgia rushes, you saw rants, you saw societal discussions, you saw random gameplay videos and skits and shit. That's literally what my channel was a fucking hodgepodge of just random stuff. And unfortunately, when we got into modern YouTube, they're like, well, we don't know what to categorize your channel in, so some of your videos are just not going to get acknowledged. And so I went out of my way to still do what I wanted to do, but split it up between channels. And it worked to a degree, but it didn't work in the long run. So now I'm just at the point where I'm like, fuck it. If I have the people who care and want to support, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. And that's what I'm doing. The only reason why I needed 2 channels is because the live streaming stuff cannot be on the same channel as just normal content. That part definitely needs to be separated. So that's what will happen. Also, I found out I gained the ability to live stream on TikTok. I do not know if I'm going to do anything with that. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna do anything with that, but maybe. Anime reviews I only watched Insane Game Freak, King of Lightning, Double Four, and Sloan the Female Otaku. And I watched Neo GameSpot for like gaming news. Your societal discussion videos were good too. I used to try to do everything on my channel too. People like you and Brown Coat Eric inspired me to make my channel like that, and I still kind of do that. I have too many interests to make a channel. Your Nintendo videos were some of my favorites because you were more of an objective and bash Nintendo for crazy reasons. And you were more objective when people could bash Nintendo for crazy about your college life, fun or hard? Probably more fun than hard. I wouldn't call it hard. It was life. That's just college. Yeah, this YouTube game is crazy, and unfortunately, I'm hitting the point in my life where like I'm just not going to appeal to the main demographic. I'm not even the main demographic anymore anyway. Right, y'all remember something? I was 18, 17 going on 18 when I made my first like YouTube videos. By the time I got to like 6 months into the Game Manic channel, I was already turning 18. So like the stuff I was doing for them first 3 or 4 years very much spoke to my generation stuff because we were the majority of individuals online. And now we're like over a decade removed from that. And I'm now in the unk side of those situations. I remember Sloan, but I don't remember what Sloan looked like. So it's hard for me to remember. I remember the name and I remember it was a girl, but I don't remember specifically what she looked like. But because I'm no longer the young guy, right? And the stuff I do is no longer like the majority of what people my age do on YouTube. My shit doesn't really hit the way it's supposed to for general audiences. And it is what it is. I'm not really tripping too much on it. It's just life, okay? You get older, you have to learn how to shift. You have to shift into new roles, okay? It's like when my sister had her son, and I had to shift into an uncle position. That's actually part of the reason why I was almost late. I was at my mom's because for those who don't know, my mother's birthday, Sloan is now Logan. What? What? Really? Life is funny like that. But my mom's birthday is New Year's, so I went to go with my mom's real quick just to see what's up and what she wants to do for tomorrow. And then my nephew was over there, and I was spending time with him. This shit is different, bro. I'm gonna see how I feel even doing episode reviews because the worst thing about episode reviews is you have to be on that shit. You got to be on episode reviews like crazy, which is why those will not be edited. Because if I took the time to edit them while also doing streams, I wouldn't have time on top of getting off of work. So needless to say, yeah, those videos you're gonna get a lot more unedited, me just talking type videos, pretty much like a stream, except cut down from like 2 hours to fucking like 10-15 minutes. Do you think Tesla cars will die and people will realize electric cars that you have the power for 2 cars is done when you can get gas in 5 minutes? I will honestly say I think electric cars eventually will become the future, and I'm fine with that. But they just need to optimize them better. I like the next car I want to get is a hybrid, but that costs like over 30 grand, and I don't have over 30 grand right now, so that's gonna be a long time grind. I am a bigger fan of Hulu in terms of content. What the hell was that? Oh, one thing I've learned about being like someone who owns a house is that if you get an older house, you have to deal with random popping noises in your house. It's probably because your house has wood in it or it's breathing and the wood like contracts and expands. And then as a result, you'll randomly just get moments of fucking popping noises, which is always weird because then you're looking for like a crack or something and you get extremely paranoid. I remember me making a video about Angry Joe. I'm guessing it was a Nintendo related thing. It might have been when he was talking about Zelda. That's the only time I can think of myself talking about Angry Joe. Was probably about him and Zelda and his opinion of Nintendo at the time, because he had never covered Nintendo content before, but Zelda was big enough to where he wanted to, and then he wanted to complain about it because it's Nintendo, da 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 da. It's funny. I had pizza today, but I would say my favorite thing is of the two is probably still cheeseburgers. So I'm trying to make sure I'm going over everything. So as far as the streaming channel, not much over here is going to change. You're still going to get pretty much, I think, 4 streams from me from a week. You'll probably get something like, I think I said Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Friday, Saturday. I think that'll stay the same. I don't think there'll be really any changes. The only thing that'll change is what those days have on them. I'm not going to give you games yet because, Trails, for one, is staying where it's going to be. It's going to be Saturday always. So don't worry about Trails. Trails is fine. These first few weeks are going to be a little bit weird because I have a couple things I want to do that aren't traditional, like me starting a new playthrough of a game. So expect proper playthrough starts for like the weekly stuff and after like around mid-January, right? These next few weeks are going to have more like off-brand random type of streams. I'm going to try to dual stream on TikTok a little bit, but I got to figure out how streaming on TikTok works with like a desktop setup because TikTok very much promotes like fucking you streaming from your phone, which I don't have a problem with doing, but my problem is how do you dual stream that way? How do you dual stream from your phone? So that's a whole other thing I'm going to figure out. I think the rule is going to be with streams is I will do one game that's in my back catalog that I need to catch up on, and then one game, a new game, and then a long game. So right now we already have our long game. So what we need is a back catalog game and a new game. The back catalog game more than likely is going to be Fire Emblem Echoes, Shadows of Valentia, because Donnie's already been working on a layout for me. I've already talked to Chornik. Chornik is down for that playthrough. The only thing, but Chornik's sick right now because Chornik, he went to Japan right before Christmas, and when he got back, he came back with a cold. So he's recovering from his cold. So I don't want to get him into a stream until he's like recovered. So that's part of the reason why I'm not starting that one yet. And then the new game I'm gonna do, I'm still looking through because I need something that's like long, but not like fucking Trails in the Sky long. Okay. Did you hear the Netflix is buying out another? Yeah, they're buying out Hulu. Oh no, is it Warner Brothers? No, it's Warner Brothers. I think it's Warner Brothers. Yeah, I think it's Warner Brothers. Like, we're going to lose HBO Max soon, which, not surprised. Honestly, this shit needs to be consolidated anyway. Let's be real here. Nobody fucking... Well, and that's fine, Revolver. That's part of the reason why I like YouTube, because YouTube auto-saves these things as videos. And that's why I wanted this channel to be just a video depository, honestly. I've been debating on deleting some of the old videos that are on this channel because they technically don't fit with what this channel actually is. But I'll leave that up to you guys whether or not I should, or maybe I'll just make them members only. That might be what I do. I just make them members only. I haven't figured that part out yet, but still, the advantage of having these types of streams is being able to just give you guys content. Hulu will merge. We already knew Hulu was merging with Disney. That doesn't surprise me. Like I said, some of these companies need to go together because one of the biggest issues we've been running across is that people are like, bro, there are so many streaming services and we are getting lit up. We are getting lit up in terms of paying for so much shit between YouTube Premium, YouTube Premium, Disney Plus, Hulu, HBO Max, Paramount Plus, fucking Peacock, Tubi, Amazon Prime, fucking Netflix. And you had to go to certain people to get certain movies or shows. And then it became a licensing thing where they only showed up in different regions. Like, for example, because we were going through the Marvel movie marathon, we found out Spider-Man No Way Home. Is it No Way Home? Yeah, No Way Home. Yeah, because it's Homecoming, Far From Home, then No Way Home. Spider-Man No Way Home is not on American Disney Plus. Is Twitch Turbo a thing? Soldier, or are you fucking with me? Because that feels like it's a thing, but I hope it's not. But yeah, fucking with that being stated, like, yeah, No Way Home isn't even on American Disney Plus. I think it's on like Canadian Netflix though. We found this out because Emmy ended up having to stream that one. I usually stream it because I have Disney Plus. And actually, I might make that a video in itself. Which streaming services? What is Twitch Turbo for? The fuck is that? Just a version of Twitch with no ads on it? How did I miss this? What the fuck is Twitch? What is Twitch Turbo? Okay, hold on. Actually, I'm looking at it now. Ad-free viewing, extended broadcast storage, exclusive chat badge, 2 additional sets of money and glitch, custom chat, username colors, bill monthly, cancel anytime. This is $12. Oh, and I forgot about fucking Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll's another one. The price below is an estimate. It may be adjusted as a part of our regional pricing program. That's insane. So I'm spending $12 a month just to get essentially Atlas views and shit, bro. I might make that might be another video in itself. Is me talking about which streaming services are worth getting into, and then I'm probably gonna put that in fucking like. Yeah, Twitch ads, ad blocker doesn't work for Twitch ads. I've learned that already my hard way. As someone who uses ad blocker, I fucking know the shit sucks. It sucks, y'all. It sucks. I hate it. I hate it. I might make that a video, actually. A video going over which streaming services are worth investing into. I will say this personally, because the ones I have are not all the ones I would suggest to people. But one I will promote heavily is YouTube Premium. I think YouTube Premium is absolutely fucking worth it, especially if you're in school, but it's definitely just worth it in general. Considering YouTube, everybody uses YouTube, on top of the fact that you also get YouTube Music, which is fucking great. Great. Fucking love it. What do you mean Crunchyroll's trying to go back to manga subs? You mean in terms of their translations? I know they were doing AI, which was stupid. The only thing that makes me mad about Crunchyroll is that Crunchyroll is still the place to go to get like day and date simulcast subs. Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, I will give Hulu credit. Hulu had a bunch of shows that aren't on Crunchyroll anymore as far as their shows and their dubs. For some fucking reason, there is a decent amount of shows now that are only on Hulu but aren't on Crunchyroll because of licensing reasons. But if we had to pick an anime, but considering Hulu's about to get absorbed with Disney Plus, I think if I had to just BS right now and talk about it, I think the ones I'm definitely promoting, Disney Plus, even I'm not in love with the pricing structure, but Disney Plus just has the content to justify it. Disney Plus, YouTube Premium, because you get free movies with YouTube Premium. It's not every movie, but there are some movies that are just free off of that now, which I'm fine with. I probably would say Crunchyroll, YouTube Premium, Disney Plus, and Netflix are like the 4 I would suggest the most of. But I want to make a video that probably goes in depth with that, because I don't think they went back to having manga on their site. No. Crunchyroll's manga was never good. It was mediocre as fuck. They don't have an app for it, or they didn't used to. Well, that's not true. They did, and it wasn't good. Shonen Jump's app is still my favorite manga app, for me personally. And if that app isn't included with the premium membership, we're fighting. That's how I feel about it. If you give me another fucking if you give me another manga thing and it's not a part of my Crunchyroll premium subscription, we are fucking fighting. That's my rule of thumb. I'm actually looking at their manga section right now. Oh, look, they have My Hero on here. Is this just Viz's reader? If this is just you need premium for this? I have premium, bitch. What do you mean? Oh, you're joking. Oh, you're joking. These bastards. Bundle it with my plan. You are villains. I have to have a separate. Oh, this is garbage. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, we're about to crash out. That's no fucking way. Why y'all tell me this shit, yo? I didn't even need to know this right now. I'm mad. There's no way this is true. Hold on. What is I have a premium status now. This doesn't include the manga? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You have to, what? Oh, they're dumb. They essentially, what? This is so dumb. Access to Crunchyroll manga, complete access to the Crunchyroll's library, new episodes shortly after Japan Crunchy Store. They made it a separate plan. Oh, this is so stupid. Why wouldn't you just give it? Why did they separate this? This is so dumb. I'm so pissed, bro. They have a normal anime only plan, and then they have the same plan with for the manga. The problem is, because it's a mega fan, you don't know if it's, oh no, I'm lying. It costs more. I'm lying. I see what they did. So if you just have the anime so here are the plans. Sorry, this is a whole side tangent, but it pisses me off. So fan is $8, which is the one that gives you pretty much general streaming privileges. But if you have like family or friends who want to use your stuff, you don't get that one. You get Mega Fan, which is $12, which is what I have. Then they have Ultimate Fan, which is a bunch of BS. Does that even include the manga? It doesn't. What the fuck? Or you can get the Fan Plus manga, which goes from $8 to $12. Or you go from Mega Fan to Mega Fan Plus manga, which is an extra fucking what's that? $3.50 it looks like. $3.50 to get that and the manga. What is your, you don't even get a chance to look at the fucking view, man. Y'all shouldn't have told me this. I didn't need to know any of this, bro. This shit is annoying. What volumes, what chapters do you even have? Oh, is this all of, I think this is all of, it looks like this is all of fucking My Hero. At least Viz lets you read some of the chapters for free. This shit doesn't let you do that at all. Look, what is give me the catalog. What is the whole catalog? Oh, that's a lot of, you have all the One Piece on here? No, you don't. You don't even have all the One Piece on here. That's already a problem, bitch. How you got the manga section, you ain't got all the One Piece on here? Is all Jujutsu Kaisen on here? I'm pretty sure Jujutsu Kaisen has more than 133 chapters. I'm like pretty confident Jujutsu Kaisen has more than 133 chapters. What? Why? Is this all of Bleach at least? It's not even all of Bleach. Wait, how many? Someone correct me. How many chapters does Bleach have? I'm fucking floored. I'm floored. I'm floored right now, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm so mad, bro. What the fuck? Let me see what I missed in the chat. I mean, High Dive's about to die, so not surprised by High Dive. Yo, okay, that's what I thought. JJK has 276. They don't even have all the chapters for Shonen Jump manga, and JJK's been over for a bit now. What do you think is better, renting or buying a house? That depends on where you're at. Prime's okay. They want more money to wind up buying this product. A lot of the streaming services are just rent seeking. They want money to keep renting stuff. I'd rather buy stuff I like than borrow from the stuff in the library and rip the files. Yeah, that's what I thought. Does Bleach have, is it 700? Is it that many? Actually, no, I shouldn't be surprised by that. Because Naruto ended around 700. So that would make sense, actually. I'm actually low-key, that's a whole other video. that might be a whole other video. How the fuck do you have the nerve to put this shit on here? No, it's not that I have premium, but I have premium for the anime. I don't have premium for the manga because Crunchyroll kind of said fuck their manga section for a while. And it's still not good, The main thing it kind of has going for it is that it has a bunch of like off-brand series that like Viz doesn't publish. That's the one thing it has going for it. Whereas Viz is mostly Shonen Jump stuff, they kind of have a little bit of everything. Is this even all of Dr. Stone? It's not. You only got fucking 115 chapters. Are you even up to date with Black Clover? Nope, it's the first 170 chapters. Why the fuck would I do this? I can go to Viz's site and read all up to date. I can read pretty much all of Black Clover's back catalog right now. You can't even do that. I'd be curious if these other volumes are even up to date. These other series that aren't like Shonen series are up to date. I don't know about all of them because I don't read all these series, but like, and I hate that they don't have like a proper. This site is ass, bro. Does this site even show all their manga in order? No, it doesn't. It just fucking. Can I get like a library section, bitch? Can I? Yeah, just give me popular. Just give me popular. What's in there? Your most popular series you're not even up to date on. I wonder if they're up to date on like My Dress Up Darling. Someone tell me how many chapters does My Dress Up Darling have? Because this bitch only has 79, which I don't think that's right. But how many chapters does My Dress Up Darling have right now? What else is on here I recognize? I'm actually mad. Why the fuck would you do this? I think on Viz right now. Actually, no. Let me pull up Viz. I'm so sorry to take this detour, but I'm actually annoyed because this shit just looks stupid. Vizmanga.com. Let's say if I just grab My Hero off of Viz Manga. I think the only thing I can't read for Viz Manga is the... Hold on. Oh, wait, that's right. I have to go to the Shonen Jump section. I go to Shonen Jump. And then I can go to these series. Let's go... Let's do One Piece, for example. One Piece... I can read the latest chapters from One Piece right now. I can't read the old stuff, but if I wanted to read the newest chapter from One Piece, I can read that bitch right now. Easy. Yeah, just going through the chapters. I don't even have to log into this bitch. I'm pretty sure I'm not even logged. Am I logged in? I'm not even logged in. And I can read the newest chapter of fucking One Piece, and it's actually the newest chapter. Of course, you need to join to get the back chapters, and that's if you want to. Viz knew what the fuck they were doing. I'm so fucking mad. Why the fuck? Who the fuck thought this shit was okay? Are you gonna do a RL at conventions? I haven't been to a convention since 2022. We'll see. Terrell thought he was above the premium. Bleach had 74 volumes. Yeah. I like the Crunchyroll shop through some of the things are expensive. So the problem with Crunchyroll is that it killed right stuff, and that pisses me off. It's essentially just right stuff, except some things aren't there. Like, for example, the short I made about them resupplying like iShow 21, that is a thing. And if you go on Amazon, you can see it. But Crunchyroll, for some reason, doesn't have iShow 21 volumes, which doesn't make sense. But if you go on fucking Amazon, you can buy those volumes right now. But for some reason, Crunchyroll shop isn't up to date. That's what I thought. My Dress Up Darling isn't even up to date. The manga seems to be getting better for some anime series. Crunchyroll makes me miss go-go anime. Crunchyroll is okay. I've been to a convention. I think it was enough for me. People smelled bad. The lines were famous. For famous people were long. Glad Viz bought Ruby over Crunchyroll because fuck Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll has gotten too big for its britches because it kind of blew up on a social media side. The only reason why you would read this specifically. Unfortunately, I have to pay for this to see how good the player is. Or find someone who reviewed it already. There goes the hiccups. Hold on. Do they even have a Crunchyroll manga app at least? That would be my first question. That'd be my next question. Is there an app for the manga? Because if there isn't, then you really fucked up. Oh, let me see. If there isn't a Crunchyroll manga app, then you have royally fucked yourself. I would like to say it's just in the Crunchyroll app, but I don't think it is. No, oh, you do have a Crunchyroll manga app. Okay, I'll give you that. You at least have a Crunchyroll manga app. Unfortunately, I can't check it. It's okay. It's well reviewed at least. Is it more reviewed? The Shonen Jump one's better, but in terms of rating, but at least they have a Crunchyroll manga app, which they fucking needed. The big thing that Crunchyroll's manga thing even has is the fact that it has a bunch of series that are, is this even up to date? Oh, they just did it by volume. What the fuck is this? Why is High School of the Dead by volume and not by chapter? See, this is how I know this shit was just kind of haphazardly done. And my problem is that there's no reason to pick this specifically over doing Viz's unless it's for these other series. But if it's like if it's like the Shonen Jump series, this shit isn't up to date. So that means even if you got it, you still would be behind scanlations, which defeats the purpose. Okay, the fuck, you gotta at least give me access to up to date chapters. That'd be like half the reason why I would buy into a service. Otherwise, I'm just gonna look it up online. That's the one thing Viz has going for it. It's up to date. And it's only asking you to pay for the back catalog. Actually, that was like the perfect thing, because if you're up to date, this is what you would do. If you're not, then you would buy it to get up to date. This bitch isn't even up to date for a lot, at least the Shonen series. I don't know about the other ones, but I know definitely the Shonen series. None of the Shonen series are up to date. I don't understand. And a lot of these series aren't even series that I've heard a lot of people talk about. There's some good ones in here. They don't even have Naruto in here. Is Naruto? There's no way Naruto's not in here, bro. There's no way you don't have Naruto in here. Oh, let's see. I'm gonna actually go A to Z. Give me in. Do you have Naruto? Okay, you do have Naruto. How much of Naruto do you have? You only have half of Naruto. I think that's what's making me mad. For series that you do have, they're not the series that are done. Like Bleach's manga is over. Naruto's manga is over. And you don't even have the entirety of their mangas. Dr. Stone's manga is over. That's not finished. What is this shit? I don't remember how many volumes High School of the Dead has. I think it's 7. So that one might be up to date. Jujutsu Kaisen's manga is over. That one's Kaiju number 8's manga is over. You have 81 chapters. I don't even think that's right. And guess what? I can check the Shonen Jump app right now and fucking see. Kaiju number 8, they have 81 chapters. What does it actually have? If you look, let's see. Okay. It has 150. What the fuck? Sorry, I'm done. We're done. I'm gonna move away from it. I'm rambling. I'm so sorry, y'all. Let's see. Have I seen Bakugan? I have not. They haven't added Siren. That's crazy. And Siren is on the Shonen Jump one right now, actually. Where is it? Because I saw it on here before. Watch, it makes me a fucking liar. Yeah, there it is. 145 chapters, and I can read all of them bitches for $3 a month. Lord Almighty, Jesus Christ. Who do you like more as an ride, Uber or Lyft? I only use those options when I'm outside of my hometown, so mainly Lyft. I think Lyft is cheaper for me. You just took a step back on the anime reviews, but you're still making discussions about it, so you can still put yourself at the elite YouTuber. Appreciate it, y'all. Appreciate it. Yeah, I saw Sirens getting an anime. Honestly, thinking for you are a top tier anime game content creator, because I've been watching you since 2011. You stuck with it, and you would still make anime related news on your channel still. I did it for shows I cared about. One part of my push for One Piece was because I cared about it so much. And now it's so popular that I'm low-key almost sick of it. Also, I realized a lot of my opinions on One Piece now are considered hot takes. Like, I still don't co-sign Jinbei as a Straw Hat. I hate part 2 of One Piece because it focuses so much on the lore that it undermines the Straw Hats a lot, and it just kind of bums me the fuck out. It's so concerned. Oda's so concerned about filling in the holes that as a result, we don't get to enjoy like the Straw Hats as much. I feel like the Straw Hats took a backseat to the plot, and that kind of bummed me the fuck out. Because the reason why I fell in love with One Piece in the first place was because of the characters, not because of the fucking plot. The plot was a big ass bonus, but it wasn't the main thing. I didn't watch Reborn. I know that one's getting a new anime soon too. I think J-Man was the biggest Reborn fan I knew. Him and probably Z. Him and Z were the biggest Reborn fans. But no, this year's been kind of crazy. I feel like the first half of the stream has just been me rambling about other things other than what the actual stuff I was going to talk about. Not that it was a lot anyways. I mean, the reason why the original video is 8 minutes is because it wasn't a lot in terms of general news. The main channel is going to get more content. The streaming channel is going to maintain its consistency. Oh yeah, we all praise Yamato, bro. We always praise Yamato. I want to try some different types of video content styles for streaming and for the main channel. I appreciate the support that you guys always give me. I hate it because I feel like it's just redundant information, but that's what it feels like, bro. Talking about my personal life, I think I said in the video, I still have diabetes, but my blood sugar did go down between the last year and this year. I'm technically closer to being out of the range of diabetes than I was before, so I'm always happy about that. The exercise grind is a bitch, though. Hence why we're drinking water. And everyone said, don't you drink fucking Dasani. Yeah, Wano drags. Actually, go ask Tyrone about Wano. He just finished Wano in the anime. Man, struggling. I almost feel like you should really just read One Piece at this point. Watching One Piece is literally a grind. It's probably why I haven't collected the box sets. That and I don't genuinely have any more space. This isn't even my entire collection, and I'm just running out of space for it. It's so much. This motherfucker tried to get me with a word. You think, hey, God Eater, you slick, boy. You slick. I see what you're doing. He did that thing where if you say what he wrote, it comes off as something offensive you shouldn't say. So, God Eater, you slick. GG's. I respect the grind. I'm pretty sure you'll catch someone, but you ain't catching me today. I didn't really like a lot of the post time skip arcs in general. Yeah, that's fair. Try Water Tree. Water. I'm pretty sure they're wanting your Water Tree? Never heard of that. A lot of Jump series will probably end by next year. That doesn't surprise me either. By the way, what do you mean I have to watch season 1 of One Piece? You have to suffer. I don't like your color. I'm not surprised, God Eater. Considering you just tried to get me to incriminate myself, I'm not surprised. But thank you for the laugh, if nothing else. You gotta remember, bro. I've been on the website for too long for me to fall for those tricks. Tricks are for kids. Oh Jesus. Oh Lord. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Oh God, man. I ain't had one of those in a while. But no. Do you like Futurama? No, yeah, I like Futurama. But when it comes to talking about just the updates for the channel, it's not really a lot. Like, I've kind of covered most of the stuff in terms of my life, in terms of the streaming channel, in terms of that. Twitch, I've learned, is pretty much killing itself slowly but surely. Twitch is going to hit this point, I think, especially with the oversaturation. The only reason why I've never really talked about that anyway is because Twitch's oversaturation has been heavily covered by multiple different like streamers and videos, and I don't think I can add anything of quality, I guess, to really justify me really addressing it the way I would want to. Part of me also wants to talk about like the overabundance of pornography targeted to minors without it actually being pornography, pretty much just like softcore porn. It is so easy to get caught in some degeneracy nowadays. I'm super concerned about like the new generation of kids coming into this crap because, man, there's so much. Y'all don't even know. There's just so much stuff. The King of the Hill reboot the King of the Hill new season was pretty good. I think I watched that. It was me, Richie, and I think Tyrone watched it. I was pretty happy with that new season. And I think we got Malcolm in the Middle next year. We also have Scrubs next year. So we got a lot coming. That's also a conversation in itself, talking about the fact that like most of the stuff in terms of content we're getting is just continuations of shows that my generation either grew up with or started. Like almost everything, like the reboot of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the continuation of Proud Family, the reboot of Powerpuff Girls, the reboot of Rugrats we got, that they fucking quietly canceled and we never saw again. Hell, Futurama came back for a new season. Yeah, Scrubs will be back in February, I think. So will Malcolm in the Middle. It's officially a YouTube sensei? Nah, please. I will never consider myself a YouTube sensei. There are plenty of more successful channels than me. The best thing I would like to become is like a mid-tier sensei. A YouTuber who does well, but doesn't like ever want to really exceed the high tier stuff. I don't need to be top tier. Mid tiers, and I'm pretty happy with being mid tier. That'd be where I'd be. Some people gotta realize there's nothing wrong with not being the best, okay? Like, I get it, and I always will have, and there's always a place for those who want to strive to be the best at everything they do. But there's nothing wrong with aiming for peace. You will not get a podcast, bro. There's no way. There's no way. A podcast requires, I wouldn't stream, y'all. Y'all do realize, like, y'all realize all the things y'all ask me for is under the pretense that, like, one, I make enough money to justify it. You know how much stuff y'all be asking me for, bro? Like, think about it. I already do a lot for someone who doesn't have this as their main job, okay? Between making videos and streams and shorts and shit, and it's not like I have a dedicated editor. Donnie helped me for some things, but Donnie's not editing every video I put out, right? There's no way I would have the time to do all of this shit, bro. There's just no way. There's no way I would have the time, guys. Y'all gotta give me some. Richie, that's not even true. I don't have the money y'all think I have money. And then if I did have the money, you know where the money would be going for? I'll tell you right now. You know, if I got like let's say you gave me $100,000. Let's say I got $100,000 in the course of like a year or a month or some shit. That's going to this house. That's going to pay off this fucking house. One of the things I definitely needs to be talked about is people's inability to like deal with their fucking finances. That's definitely a thing. I was just watching a video recently about how people keep using those services like Klarna and the one where it says you can pay in 3 months, like 3-month payments or buy now, pay later. People be abusing the fuck out of those services to the point where it's like, bro, y'all just in debt. My sister said something to me. I think I went to the hospital early. Was it this year? I went to the hospital. Thank you, DJ. I would say I went to the hospital early this year. They viewed it as serious, but I didn't feel like it was serious. But it is what it is. But the point I'm making is that I went to the hospital. My sister said some shit to me about how, you don't actually have to pay back your hospital bills. And I was like, what do you mean I don't have to pay back my hospital bills? You don't have to pay back your hospital bills, Terrell. They're gonna they'll forgive it after a certain amount of time. And I was like, you mean it won't show up under my credit? Is that what you mean? Yeah. And so I went to go look it up, and she's not fully wrong, but she's not right either. It's like this weird in between where they won't go after you, but it does show up on your credit. And guess what? They'll still come after you. You know why I know this? Because I paid my bill, because I'm just the type of person who doesn't like playing that game, okay? Regardless if they will or they won't. I'm not about to potentially fuck up my money under the pretense that may or may not happen, okay? I'm just not going to do it. My sister has been getting bill collectors. And you know how I know? For one, I get sent the mail here to my house, and my mom gets mail for her to her house. And guess what it is? It's bill collectors looking for those payments she didn't make. And this might be a little bit disrespectful to put her stuff out here, but I'm doing this to make a point. I'm not playing these fucking games with money, okay? I want my shit. I want myself to be financially situated. Okay, I'm not gonna gamble with some nonsense, for some financial nonsense for the sake of the lulls. The goal for most people should be to get everything paid off as quickly and as quickly as possible without fucking up your money. That is the main goal. Unfortunately, life is not that fair. But if you can, grind it as much as you can. And that's literally what I be doing. Yeah, he's got at least 7K in his account. What you talking? From what, Cyclops? Do you think I didn't even make 7K? I didn't even make 1,000. I don't think I even made, well, I might have made 500. The point is I didn't even make $1,000 on YouTube, let alone in general. Well, that's not true. My job, I did well, but like here, yeah, man, please. Oh, you still collect Pokemon cards? No, ma'am. I have enough addictions as it is. I can't afford all that. It's crazy because I've been watching you since I was a kid. Now as an adult watching the vids, trying to keep up with the adulting working job makes it not as fun as back in the day. Of course. Nothing about being an adult is quote unquote fun. The only thing that's fun about being an adult is that you can now make your own decisions, which unfortunately creates a sense of anxiety for some people because now you realize you have to hold yourself responsible for every fucking decision you make. Imagine being put in that position, right? You got to pay your own bills. You got to watch your gas. You got to watch any potential debt. You got to watch your groceries, your internet, your streaming services, your porn addiction. Shh, we don't have to tell anybody about it, but I know anything you want to buy, anywhere you want to go. It's not, the fun part is the freedom. But the bad part is the freedom. That's why I've always made a big deal for any parents. Make sure their kid enjoys their childhood as much as possible. Because imagine having a shitty childhood and then becoming an adult. You don't get nothing. As an adult, there is no courtesy given to you, unfortunately. And as a result, that childlike happiness you had as a child is kind of what allows you to be able to still grind out adulthood in a healthy and productive way. If you don't do that, and you just become an adult with a really jaded past, man, the nihilism will get you. People don't realize nihilism is a dangerous fucking game, bro. Shut up, Lightning. Still make videos. Thanks for the support. I'm not as active as I used to be, but I post more content. I feel the need to edit, and it just slows me down. Oh, editing is a bitch, bro. I actually would argue editing takes longer than recording the video. Most people can record their videos in the course of like an hour. The problem is that you then have to fucking edit for like another, what is that? You have to edit for like another 4 to 5 hours. And it all hinges if you're trying to do crazy effects or whatever. It kind of just depends. But the actual video recording is the easy part. The hard part is editing. But yeah, this is all a grind, bro. It's all a grind. It'll never stop being a grind. But I will say the support that I get from you guys very much is a big deal for me, bro. It's a big deal to get the kind of support I do get from you guys, because this shit isn't granted. Like I've said before, this is not granted. This is very much a privilege, not a right, which I think is something a lot of kids need to realize. You know how many kids I've run across who want to do social media as a job? They want to be content creators, but they don't have the money or means. Imagine you're like 13 and you want to be a Twitch streamer. Okay, cool. But like, do you have the software? Do you have a computer? What games are you going to play? Are you going to play with the algorithm? All right, enough. If you want to be a successful like content creator as a kid, it's probably the best time to try to do it. But if you haven't gotten over 1,000 subscribers in over a couple years, yeah, you better either change the game or figure it out. Figure it out. That is true, Super Soldier. You're absolutely right. I'm very proud of that. I'm very happy about it. I'm very appreciative of it, because not everyone has the ability to even grind their money out for a house. But I didn't want to make the same mistakes my parents made. But that also means I'm in uncharted territory because I didn't go the direction they went. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. I'm just Googling shit and figuring it out. But we're gonna ride it out. I promise you we'll ride it out. Let's see, what am I missing? There's a person I won't name that did a reviews of an anime with a video just now, a colored background and the name of the show and the episode for like 10-20 minutes. This person got a lot of views. Was this a guy or a girl? And I hate to say that, but it definitely mattered. The away from making videos. It depends on what you record your videos. At my house, in my state. A house in my state. Oh yeah, Richie. Like I said, it depends on where you're at, bro. This is where you're at. Certain people in certain states will never have enough to pay for a house. Doesn't mean you shouldn't try. It just means you need to recognize that you're fighting against some heavy odds. Where I live, it's a lot more feasible. For other people, it's fucking impossible. A guy, really? I'd be curious to see if he was like one of the first ones to do it. That would be the main reason why he was successful. I always give Tekking a lot of credit because Tekking turned his reviews into fucking movies almost. The problem was I wasn't as into Bleach back then, so I didn't appreciate them as much as I could have because I wasn't a big Bleach fan. I wasn't as big of a Bleach fan, but when people can see the effort you put in is what it matters. I call it fighting a losing battle. That or you have to get creative. Things are possible. You just got to get creative and be willing to experiment. That's what I always say about YouTube and Twitch. You cannot do the same shit all the time. That works for some people, but it's not going to work for everybody. Think about it. If you're a Fortnite player and Ninja was the main Fortnite player, you got to be doing something different from Ninja to justify your existence as a Fortnite player. Same thing with Minecraft, same thing with Pokemon, same thing with any type of media you're going to. The interest rates are coming down a bit, but are still high. Agreed, they are. Yeah, I remember your Bleach videos. Yeah, of course. Of course, man. This is Oh man, people don't know this shit was a grind. This shit's a grind, bro. I'm just thankful I'm in a position to keep doing it without it really hurting my bank. But I want y'all to know, I probably lose money on this in some cases more than make it. Or I don't make as nearly as much as people like to pretend like I do. Now, back when I was doing the Pokemon, like when Best Wishes first popped off, I was making pretty good off of that. Now, I don't think I've had a crazy year. Oh, the house buying thing? Yeah, of course. Because some people live in states where buying a house is just not going to be feasible because it costs too fucking much. Unless you're willing to move and buy a house somewhere else. And some people are willing to move and do that. Some people aren't. So you have to make it. I'm not hood rich is crazy, Cyclops. What the fuck is hood rich? I'm also glad, I'm also glad that we're starting to denounce gangster rap more often. I think people listen. Hood rap is always going to be entertaining, but it was never meant to be inspirational. And that's something I think that definitely needs to be talked about. Motherfuckers were so inspired by hood rap to the point that it literally just ruined their lives. And it was really fucking stupid to put themselves in that position in the first place, but they never fucking listen. Oh my God, Richie, what are you doing, dog? Sorry. Doesn't Men still do videos? Does Men not still do videos? I thought he did. Hold on, let's go check. Men is probably the definition of a person that probably should have stopped or tried to change it up a while ago. Men has never really gotten views. Men has never really gotten views, bro. Does he still do stuff? Yep, he does. He still does One Piece. And yeah, look at this. One Piece. He's only doing One Piece stuff now. I don't even see anything else. It's just One Piece. He does weekly One Piece reviews. He just did one an hour ago. Men, I don't even know who this is for, bro. Men don't even consistently get 100 views on half of his stuff, bro. Men is an example of a person I'm like, bro, fucking do something else, because this shit is not cutting it. Men, I hate to say it, Men is the quintessential example of someone where I'm just like, bro, do something else. Whatever this shit is, it is not working, bro. It is not work. I'm looking at these episode reviews, bro. These bitches are not getting anything crazy at all. The last time he got even over 200 views on a video was fucking, what was this? 10 months ago? And this is not me being disrespectful. Well, this man gets like no views at all. He has like a strong 100 people who look at his stuff consistently. It's funny because his YouTube channel actually has more subscribers than this channel. My channel has like 2,000. I think this channel has what, 2,000 subscribers, 2,000 something subscribers, and I get. Let me make sure. I might be lying because he has 4,777 subscribers. I have 2,079 subscribers, and I get better views than him, which is kind of crazy, especially for a channel that's been dead for up until this year, was dead for like a fucking, what was it, 3 years? It's crazy. I'm about to be real disrespectful, but I want to prove a point here. These are people who I don't think understand that you have to change shit up. If you're getting less than 100 views, I got to rethink the game. Even my update video has over 100 views, and I know most videos don't really do crazy views, but damn, is he even doing shorts? Is men doing shorts at least? Hold on. Oh wow, why did I minimize that? Please tell me my boy is doing shorts at least. What? Thanks, YouTube. Oh, what happened? That was weird. Yeah, I would argue that, but he was that, but not as funny. What's up, Antripe? And Gen Z anime? I don't. Yeah, Gen Z anime. Gen Z anime is isekais. No, Men has over like 2,000 more subscribers than me, bro. Like, I want y'all to know that. Like this channel, what we're on right now, Schizomaniac only has like 2,000 less subscribers, and I think my videos, other than my obviously the uploads I do for like the gameplay stuff doesn't get a lot of views, which doesn't really surprise me. But if we're talking about like my live streams, like the ones I actually do, some of them do well. I usually get over 100 views on most of these, with me knowing certain games don't do that. So for example, like Valkyria Chronicles just didn't do well, period, y'all. I already know that for a fact. Valkyria Chronicles did not do well. Trails in the Sky, though, got at least over 100 on almost every video. Some of the collab videos I did with like Emmy got over 100. The one with TSS got over 100. The one I did, the Pokemon Stadium one, got over 100. And all my like me just talking videos always get over like 200. Even the Coliseum videos are like in the hundreds and to 200s. And this is for a channel that's like 2,000 less than him. That's the crazy men. Hey, what's up, Boom? We were talking about you earlier, bro. What about me? Oh, Adman? Yeah, I've been watching you since Best Wishes days. Guys, you gotta remember, you guys came in here later. I've been showing support for you guys the whole fucking time. All right, you showed up late. That's literally it. But the support has been there for all of you. Don't act like I didn't acknowledge you. That's what I meant. I was going to say he is a discount Uber Black Man, but I was trying to be nice. That's why I unsubscribed from him. He was nowhere near as funny as Uber Black Man. Yeah, you gotta have something going for you, bro. Anyone from the era is an OG, but true though, if he can get more audience, I think he'll definitely get a bigger fan base. Yeah, but he can't, bro. That's the problem that men's struggling with. Men consistently was doing these videos. Men's issue isn't consistency. Men's issue is that this is all he ever does. Like, men is literally just stuck in this run. And some people, unfortunately, I hate to say, they're just not entertaining. Some people are just naturally aren't entertaining. Sometimes you have to rebrand yourself as something completely different. You can't do what I do. This was just like I can't do what some other people do. Hence why I don't get like 500 views of video anymore. Like, my shit hasn't gone up. It's dropped off. What's up, Joshua? Just came in and said, what's up, guys? And I just want to say, to me, that the talking vids are the best. Just love when you do random topics going back and forth, if that's what we call, if we're talking about. Oh, absolutely. But I'll catch the stream later on the run back. All right, Joshua, thank you for coming. Appreciate the support, bro. For example, if you stopped posting videos for a while and then came back, I wouldn't just stop watching. That's odd. What are your thoughts on dead subs? I mean, that's just because some people have life. Some people just don't catch up with everybody, okay? Not everybody watches every video you do. That's probably the biggest problem I had, is that because I had so many different types of videos, some of you talk about my nostalgia rushes only. Some of you only talk about my societal discussions. Some of you only talk about my anime reviews. Some of you almost only talk about my anime episode reviews. Some of you only talk about the fucking video game stuff. That is the problem I have. There's so much content. Some of the shit you don't care about. And when you see the video views fluctuate from being like 500, 300, 700, 0, 12, 34, 1,010, 12,000, you have to kind of go, all right, what matters and what doesn't matter? For me, men became more annoying than funny. I think because men's video style is exactly the way it's been. Like, I wonder if he still says, like, it's like, I'm all jammed up, but you got the power to change that. Like, I wonder if that's still a line he says in his videos. Because he used to say it all the time. I don't know if he still says it. That is not what it is. It should be manga men. I don't know why I did that. I said men mean. That's not it. Does he even still have his other videos? Does he have like another channel anymore? And the kicker is, I know he's not partner anymore either. That's the crazy part. Oh, he has a React channel. He also has a gaming channel. I wonder if any of these have stuff on them. He did Psychonauts 3 years ago. And nothing came of it. He did Psychonauts 3 years ago. He actually did Psychonauts 2, which I love that game. And didn't get any crazy views. He got okay views for a channel just starting. I think the views for this one was pretty good. He just didn't keep going. He just stopped. That was the problem with these videos. He just stopped. What about the reaction channel? I'm surprised the reaction channel didn't blow up. That was 3 years ago too. That was 2 years ago. He got potentially better views on these. But once again, he just stopped. He did some and he was consistent for a bit and then he stopped. Yeah. And he probably would have got. This one had a better chance of being successful than the main channel, honestly. But it was another one of those, man, you stopped, so you didn't really get the chance. He put out a decent number of videos. I think if he had kept grinding it out, he would have probably gotten, this one probably would have been more successful than his main channel, actually. But there's another one where he kind of started, and then he stopped, and then it died. It's funny, he still has like me. Does George even still make videos? Oh my God. Nope, he does not. George just dropped off the internet. That's sad. I miss my man George. It's good people. King of Lightning's still around. Oh, random black gamer. Jesus Christ. Oh, Master King JC. Oh, don't do that. And he did the same thing. He dropped off after 6 years. Oh, man. The ones we lost on the way. Oh, yeah, I remember Jotun. I was never big into Jotun stuff, though. Leave my man Men alone. I've been watching ads on your YouTube. What? What do you mean? Yeah, I never got into the whole J room stuff for me personally. Even back then, I wasn't into the J room. Me and Jilton weren't really cool. We just knew of each other. That was it. I really enjoyed the anime reviews, Terrell, because you touched on a lot of different shows. Most people here just focused on shonen. Of course. That's what a lot of people told me at the time. I just went for what I liked. That's really what it was. I was just going for what I liked. Let's see. Oh, Bankai was a weird reaction channel for a variety of reasons. Bankai is the type of person you think of when you call anime fans weird or dirty. I hate to say that. But Bankai, man, he was like quintessential anime fans weird. That was very much his moniker. If anyone was going to say that, oh my God. Let's see. I've liked all your videos, especially the nostalgia rushes. Of course. Our generation is probably the most nostalgic. I would like to say if you were a millennial, you had an insanely good childhood on the entertainment side. Oh yeah, Taco Symbol? Yeah. Larry. Remember when a Taco Symbol used to be a group channel? That's how you know if you're an old school fan or not. People forget that a Taco Symbol was a group channel. The reason why they forgot is because the channel doesn't exist. Most people don't remember what the channel looked like. People don't really remember. People forget that was a group channel. It was like Larry and like 4 other dudes. Larry got popular off of Game of Thrones, and then he kind of just disappeared, bro. Does he still upload? I think he might still. I know he uploaded for a little bit. I don't know if he. I don't remember the last thing he uploaded though. Stop it. I love when channels just autoplay videos, bro. It's fucking wonderful out here. Let's see. The last time he posted a video. Oh, actually 8 months ago. Oh, he posted this year. He posted, but it's a bunch of wrestling stuff. It's just a bunch of random wrestling stuff. Did he post live streams at all this year? No. He just posted a bunch of wrestling stuff this year. And not even like a lot. It was like a period of time. Is this even... Is he... This is just him gaming. These are just gaming clips and streams. That's all this is. He grabbed WWE 2K25 and did streams of that for like... Actually, he's been doing gameplay. The last stuff he was putting up was gameplay stuff. When was the last video he did, actually? 5 years ago, looks like. Yeah, 5 years ago was when he was actually doing traditional videos. Everything else that he's uploaded is just streams. Just streams. Oh, and he went on Patreon 6 years ago. I don't even know how well that went. Yeah, man. Everybody's different, bro. Everybody's different about how they want to grind this stuff out. Oh, he still has the Patreon up. Does he still update the Patreon? Nope. That's not funny. The last time he updated the Patreon was in 2020. Even though people still support, he has 13 fans on Patreon that still support him. What the fuck? How you got people on Patreon still supporting you and you ain't uploaded... Yeah, you ain't uploaded any content in like 5 years. Oh, man. Let me chill out. This is why I don't like digging through my past, bro. We ain't got to do all this, bro. It's too much shit going on, bro. It's too much. Life is funny, bro. I remember McWhirlpool. McWhirlpool actually is on TikTok. I still see him. Oh, all I do is win. What is up with... Did my entire old fan base just show up all of a sudden? What the fuck is going on? What is going on? The fact that y'all remember the all I do is win video fucks me up, bro. I feel like they've gotten really popular to the point where people just do this as a job. Yeah, but you gotta grind this out. Notre Dame. I used to remember, and now I don't anymore. I remember all those people. I remember Nostradamus, and I remember Anime Rick, and I remember Whirlpool. Whirlpool, I know was on TikTok still because I've seen him. I haven't seen Nostradamus or Anime Rick. I've never thought about doing a sequel to Crying and Eating Pizza because that video retroactively got popular. Like that wasn't a video that I just blew up. Okay, that wasn't one of those videos where I was like, "Hey, I'm about to make a hit with this one." I just posted it because it was random. I don't ever want to recreate something like that. Besides, then I just be like all these other reboots and sequel shows we've been getting. Why don't I do that thing I did like 12 years ago, but again in a cooler way? And unless I was gonna go crazy with it, yeah, I remember Shonen Nights. I barely remember the Supernova group. Some of those people I just didn't care about. Will you be doing skits? Not right now. I'm not gonna commit to skits because skits take time and skit takes editing, and it's kind of hard to already do that while also doing these long form videos, which I'm still in the middle of editing, by the way. If y'all want to see, I hope this doesn't fuck up my CPU to do this, but I'll show you what I've been working on for the last shit. I've been working on these for the last few weeks. It's just a long ass video. Let me pull up Adobe Premiere real quick. What was the shut up, Goki. What collab are you even talking about? I can't take this man nowhere, bro. I need you to just chill out is what I need you to do, okay? Chill out. Is it gonna unlock? Okay. This might be a lot because I know Adobe Premiere is pretty intensive for the CPU usage, but I'm not technically doing anything too crazy. But I'll show you. How y'all already setting off fucking fireworks? It's 6. It's not even 7 yet. Don't do the joke, please. Let's see if I can show this. It may not work. We're gonna try it though. Let's see. Let's do application. I'll just show you what I've been doing for a hot minute. I've been editing this for like the last few. Get me under the camera. There we go. I've been editing this for like the last few weeks. And I've just been fucking. Oh, great. I'm glad you didn't want to. Why did the chat box change here? Fine, you fucking asshole. Well, right now it doesn't matter because I'm going to switch back from this anyway. But yeah. This is Adobe Premiere. I've been editing this for like the last, what was it? Yeah, they're shooting fireworks like crazy. Do you still buy as much anime and Blu-rays as before? Remember your sustained industry videos from back in the day. Your CPU is going to cry. That's why I'm not going to do too much. But yeah, these are all... This is all like a whole thing. It's so much here. And then I still got to edit all this footage together. But we're making progress. I'll give you... You know what I'll do? I'll give you a quick snippet. I did edit the first 3 minutes. I have it up for my members on the main channel. And yes, I do still buy anime and manga. So this is what I'll do. Hold on, this is what I'll do. Because I have it. So I'm going to put this back up. But I just want to show you, I edit it. I'll give you the first 3 minutes of a video that I'm working on, even though I'm still editing the rest of it. Where is it? Let's remove this. and then go back to just chatting, and close this. Yeah, man, it's taking a minute, bro. Let me pull up something real quick. Hold on. Let's see. Add source. Video file. Let's see. Where is it? Here it is. Anime can absolutely be amazing. Immaculate storylines, wonderful characters, art for the ages. Let me know if you can hear it. Let me know if you can hear it. Anime has shaped the way we as people have grown. And for those who've seen the shows that have touched your hearts and souls, you know it's an unforgettable experience. So today, we're going to talk about a genre of anime that isn't really mentioned much. We're going to talk about the harem genre. Boy, whoa, wait. Come on, guys. Give me a second. Wait. Okay, I get it. Of all the genres I could speak about, why I picked the harem genre? You know, the harem genre, the genre that literally made an entire normie fan base look at anime and go, you niggas are weird. You know, I find that a little disrespectful considering the isekai genre is still a thing. Don't look at me like you're stupid, like you don't know. We've all seen some isekai that literally bridges the gap between absolute garbage and just fucking dog shit. The one thing about the harem genre I think that gets openly disrespected is this weird misunderstanding that the harem genre is literally just full of ass and titty trash and unrealistic fantasies. Bruh, you're watching Japanese cartoons. Shut the fuck up. The reason why I think half of this misconception happens with harem animes in the first place is this misunderstanding and this misuse of being like, here's a bunch of bad harems. This is why the harem genre is trash. First off, you can do that with any genre. Don't you dare do that. And what makes me mad about the harem genre is it is essentially used like how I say RPG genre is used in modern gaming, where everyone wants to add a little bit of it in their show, but nobody wants to fucking claim it. Oh, look, we added RPG elements in Assassin's Creed Shadows. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. If you're gonna steal it, own it. Just like people like to sprinkle harem elements into their shows and then be like, well, we're technically a romance series. But what the fuck? You got 6 girls here. Get out. And so my argument is simply gonna be that if you're gonna talk all this trash about the harem genre and what it does and doesn't represent, then you need to be fair and represent it properly with the best of its genre like you do with any other genre in anime. But as I sat here pondering, I realized people may not understand the difference between a good harem and a bad harem. So this video is here to show you the difference between a good harem and a bad harem using 2 shows. Nisekoi, also known as Fake Love, and the 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You. Wonder which one's the fake one. All right. That is the beginning of that video. I actually have like the second, is it the second? I have the second and third parts. I actually have the second, third, and the fourth part recorded. I've only edited the second and third parts, and I'm in the middle of editing the fourth part. And then I think I have one more part to record, and then I'll be done. So I'm like 50 something percent done with it, 50 to 60% done with it. But that's what the premise of the next major video on the main channel is going to be. So for those who are curious, that's what you got coming. Look forward to it. The members of my main YouTube channel have already seen that particular snippet. So I didn't mind showing it again because there's gonna be some more editing effects I'm gonna go back and do for it anyway. I just wanted like a baseline of what I was gonna do. So yeah. So don't worry, guys. I'm working. It's just I want to edit that before I go back to work next Monday. So the goal is to at least finish the editing for it in the next couple of days. But man, life keeps you busy, bro. Life keeps you busy. But I hope you guys at least enjoyed it for what it was, from what you saw. And if you have any critiques or points of contention, let me know. Also, if you're a member of the main channel, that's what I'm probably going to start doing. For my long form videos, I'm going to start uploading like little teasers for it and giving you guys the opportunity to like look at certain parts of the video. I'll probably upload the longer section of it maybe later on tomorrow for the members of the main channel. So if they want to look at the second part of it, they can see. And see, also this is a way for me to test the copyright thing before I actually put it out to the public in its entirety. So that's the other reason. But with that being stated, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. But I very much have been appreciating the support for this channel. I want to make sure you guys have some content to enjoy on the main channel as well. Streaming is still entertaining. Mix around and mess around because it's obvious that game streams, although can be entertaining, the reality is I think more of you guys want more and more like traditional RL stuff. These videos, like I'll be real with you, I don't get these kind of views on my normal videos, right? This is already at 20 something view. That was thorough. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, Nero. I appreciate it, guys. I really do, seriously. I don't know. I think with all my rambling and stuff, and this is why I did the short version of the end of the year ramble. With all this rambling, sometimes I think it just needs to cut to the bullshit and just go, hey, y'all gonna get more. If you wanted the TLDR of all this shit, you about to get more shit, okay? Whether you like it is up to you, but you're gonna get more shit. And you're gonna like it, god damn it. You're gonna like it and you're gonna enjoy it. And why? Because I said so. Also, I think someone asked me if I still buy manga and anime. Not as much as I used to, but I do still buy stuff. Actually, a bunch of volumes came in today. Well, not today, but like the last week or so. So for those who are curious, I got back to buying Monster Musume. Don't ask me about the fucking... I think this was the last volume's worth of stuff I actually read. So I've actually read the contents of this one back when it was first coming out as chapters, and then I got the latest volumes of My 100 Girlfriends, which is hold on, I think it's 14. Is it 14? Hold on, how do I do this? No, it's gotta be this. Yeah, it's this. It's this. Also, I picked up Magi because I like Magi, and I think Magi gets enough love. Where's the other volume? Also, more Magi. Let's see. Is this? Yeah, I think it's this. All right, this is gonna be kind of hard, but we're gonna do this. It's this. Oh my god. Let's see if I can get up. The light's gonna blind it. There we go. There we go. No! There we go. Yeah. Yeah. God damn it. The manga's pretty good, actually. Oh, God. Next year will be the year of why Fire Emblem Echoes is good. Fuck you! It's not! It's mediocre as fuck, boy. It's mediocre as fuck. Maggie's good. It's good shit. Oh, man. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my goodness. But yeah, I think I've really covered everything we can realistically talk about for tonight, honestly, guys. Unless you guys have anything else you want to bring up before I get out of here. Because eventually the fucking explosion's going to get too loud anyway. It's mediocre. Fuck you, Donnie. I regret nothing. It's mediocre as fuck, yo. Tee-hee, 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 tee-hee. It's officially New Year's in the UK. Merry New Year to you, Clock Dick. Merry New Year to you. Thank you for all the greatness you have bestowed upon us. And when your presence is had in streams, it's a beautiful time, Clock Dick. When I hear that clock ticking, I know it's time for greatness. Fire Emblem Echo Shadows of Valencia. That's what I'm talking about, DJ. Donnie, we can just have different opinions, bro. We can have different opinions. It's okay. Hey, listen, if I got the free time and y'all show the support, I'll always be here on YouTube in some capacity. Not everybody makes it, but we must continue the grind. I'm waiting for the iShow volumes to show up. I did buy them. They just haven't shown up yet. I think I got volumes 24, 25, and 26. But I think a lot of them got sold out because, of course, everyone grabbed them. I prefer, of the three of them, probably either PlayStation or PC. More than likely, lately, it's been PC, though. Most people I watched back in the day either retired, quit, or scarce, like Big Al. Yeah, but Big Al was like my big inspiration. The last time I seen Big Al is when Chibi Nicodemics comes up, because Chibi and him were friends, and it was documented they were friends, and then he kind of fucked him over. So yeah. What's my take on PlayStation right now? Not good. It's essentially devolved into, we need to make money any way possible, so here's a bunch of TV shows. Here's a bunch of PC ports. You got your girl watching. I wonder how those videos go. What the fuck? Oh, man. I can never watch reactions to my videos. I will cringe in a corner like a coward. But yeah, PlayStation has fucked up their money immensely. And they're in full-on panic and recovery mode. So as a result, we just get a bunch of... That's why you're barely getting any new titles. That's why you're getting a bunch of PC ports. Realistically, it wouldn't surprise me in January if we found out, oh, look, here comes fucking Astrobot to the PC. I'm expecting that, actually, still. All right, Nero, relax. That's crazy. My stuff isn't even meant for children. We got 5 more hours until midnight. Yeah. If you're on the East Coast, 5 more. What do I think of Nintendo right now? Fine, for the most part. I'm not, like, in love with them right now, but they're the best of the three by far. But that's also because the bar for the other two have dropped so hard. Xbox is pretty much a non-factor, and PlayStation's in, like I said, recovery mode. Nintendo's the best, but that doesn't mean everything they put out I've been excited about. I'm not happy about PlayStation going that way either, Soja. But I don't think it matters for some fans, because a lot of PlayStation's fans don't view them as dropping off. I like the Wii. I think the Wii got a lot of unnecessary hate. It did have a lot of shovelware on it, but the Wii actually was a generally good console. How do you feel about Chibi? Are you talking about... what was his full thing? It was not just Chibi, was it? You're talking about the manga reviewer Chibi, right? Chibi was around that era where I wasn't paying attention to the anime community as much anymore. But I didn't know of Chibi. If that's the Chibi you're talking about. Chibi was pretty indifferent for me. There was nothing I cared about. He kind of locked into that new... Yeah, Chibi reviews. That's what I figured you were talking about. Nothing really bad. Nothing really crazy good. Just He grinded and got to a point of success. I think the Wii was probably pretty good. That's what I would say the Wii is. The Wii just unfortunately had the problem of being the Wii in some aspects. Gen 6 was the last great console generation in my opinion. Generation 6 would be what? The Wii 360 and PS3? Are you talking about the GameCube, Xbox, and PlayStation 2? I'm trying to remember what's Gen 6. We're on Nintendo's on Gen 9. Gen 8 would be Switch, PlayStation. So it has to be PS3. I I don't even know if I would co-sign that because Xbox kind of, it was probably the closest in terms of race. But if we're talking about the Wii, PS3, and 360 generation, the PS3 was holed up until 2009. And then it kind of got back into its grind and then got killed off early because of the PS4's existence. The 360 started off really good and then died from inactivity from first party Xbox in like 2010 or some shit, and gave you one of the worst pieces of hardware to ever exist. Fuck the 360 is a broken piece of shit. I don't care what anyone says. And then the Wii kind of went the same way the 360 did, but just not nearly as bad because the Wii also dropped off in terms of first party content for a bit, which then led to the rush job of the Wii U. Am I gonna buy the Steam machine? I don't really need it. I have a PC. I actually have every current gen console. I have an Xbox Series X. I have a PlayStation 5. I have a Switch 2, and in my own PC. I don't really need a Steam machine. Yeah, I remember Super Kamiguru. If you're talking about, if you're talking about that Gen 6, then I would agree. That's probably one of Nintendo's weaker generations, though. But yeah, it's that was PlayStation's best generation. Xbox's beginning generation. GameCube was one of Nintendo's weaker generations, and the Dreamcast was great. It just died too early because they couldn't financially support it. I did like Anime Snob diss videos towards him were funny. Anime Snob was a generational YouTuber. That motherfucker will never exist again in the way that he did. Let's see. I'm ready for 2026. No, I'm indifferent. I'm ready to move forward. Right? It's not necessarily, it didn't have to be 2026, but we're just grinding it out. I was the PS3, Wii, 360. I hated that generation. That was also the worst generation for certain companies. Capcom was at its worst during that generation. I have $400 on my Steam wallet right now. I put $100 on Steam, $50 on Nintendo every month. I'm not buying games as much anymore. Of course, you gotta support yourself and your family. You can't be worrying about buying the new games if you ain't got nowhere else to sleep or eat or cook or anything. You gotta prioritize what's important, ladies and gentlemen. Never have your hobby take over your life to where you can't support yourself. Yeah, but technically the Dreamcast had Sonic first. I think Battle is the GameCube exclusive version, but technically Dreamcast had SA2 first. I would say it's one of Nintendo's weaker consoles. The games that are well known and respected on the GameCube are not universally loved. People argue that Sunshine is the weakest Mario. People like Luigi's Mansion, but it's not like the game. What else? You did have Metroid Prime, and that was good. Resident Evil 4, but that's a Capcom thing. F-Zero GX, that's a strong one too. Fire Emblem was pretty good. Ike's games are good. Melee, the best, arguably for some people, the best Smash game. Even though objectively, I don't think that's true, but you could argue it. You're prioritizing getting a Dominican baddie girlfriend next year? What the fuck are you gonna do to get that to happen? Dreamcast at SA2 in 2001. Oh my god, the fireworks are getting wild out here. Is Gen 7 the PS4, the Wii U, and the Xbox One? That objectively is probably the worst generation, period. Like, the PS4 is probably the best of the... Well, I don't even know if I would argue that. Okay, so I would personally say the PS4 could make the argument of being the best console of that generation. I'm a little biased, so I recognize me saying the Wii U is a little crazy. I think objectively you had to still say the PlayStation 4. The PlayStation 4 was the best, but it was a downgrade from the PS3. The Xbox One was a downgrade from the 360, other than the hardware actually working. And then the Wii U was really poorly handled, but had great games on it. Oh no, Gen 7 is the PS3, Wii, and 360. That's not my most hated gen because we still got good games out of all three companies out of that gen. I think arguably it probably would either be... It's either the PS4, Xbox One, Wii U generation is my least favorite, or probably maybe even this current generation, honestly. This current generation is pretty bad, actually. Yeah, I might argue this generation, actually. Yeah, I might argue this generation. I think maybe this generation might be the worst. The PS3 had a lot of had a lot of games, but the PS2 had more. Like, you were losing games per generation. The PS2 had more games. The PS3 had more games than the PS4. The PS4 has more games than the PS5. You were not gaining games throughout the course of the generations. You were getting less and less. Xbox just gave up in the middle of the 360 and never really recovered. The Xbox One tried, kinda, but it kind of just evolved into them buying more studios, which, as I pointed out in my video, is something they've been doing. They were just making shittier decisions. Yeah, we're getting into the fucking... we're getting into a lot of fucking fireworks in the background. I'm hearing them like a lot now. You know why? Because it's dark enough to where you could set them off now, ironically enough. Because, I don't know about y'all, but it's getting dark early here, so, Each generation has its pros and cons. Of course. But, I think I'm going to call it for here, because I'm already gone for 2 hours. The next time you'll see me is on Friday. I have not decided what that stream is going to be, y'all. So, you will find out when I find out on Friday. I'll let you know. But yeah, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Thank you guys for the support once again. Thank you guys for the love and attention and just the general, like, holding it down for your boy, bro. It's been good. It's been good. I just, I'm very thankful for all of you. For various, whether it's for the support. No, fuck you, studio. You're trash. It's been 2 hours, bro. Catch the repeat. Catch the repeat. Why do you do this? Oh, man. Happy New Year, y'all. Happy New Year. Hopefully everything gets better for all of you guys in 2026. Be prepared to grind that bitch out and make your dreams come true. And we're going to be here. We're going to be here. We're going to get it done. They're already popping. Why y'all popping so much already? It's not even like 10 yet. At least wait until it's like 10 or... You know what? Fuck it. Whatever, bro. Thank you guys, bro. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for the love. And I will see you guys on Friday for the first stream of the new year. But shout outs to the boy studio, bro. Shout out to the boy Donnie, Nero, Goki, Daryl, Orion Sword, DJ, Super Soldier, Nero, just everybody. Francesca, Lightning, Sora-san, everybody. Peace and love, and I'll see you in a year. Peace. Actually, no. Life's a game. Play to win. And I will catch you guys later. Peace. One piece. Coming on. Jet pistol! I used to say Gatling, but realistically doing this is not the Gatling pose. This is the jet pistol pose. I don't know why the fuck I do this. You know why? Because Gatling has to be like the cockback where you go, but you can't make that look cool. I'm only human. I'll see y'all later. Bye.